All right, this is the second financial function called the principal payment or the PPMT function. And what this is intended to do is show you how much principal that you've put towards a particular payment. So in the previous example, we looked at the PMT, the payment. So in this example, we took a $400,000 loan at 2.15% for 30 years. That means that a person, if they want to buy a house for or a mortgage for 400,000, you would have a payment of $1,509 if the rest of the arguments were the same here. So what we want to do is calculate what is the principal that you would put down on the payment. So we know some of this $1,509 is principal and some of it is interest. So we could calculate this in manually in a couple of different ways, or we could use a function. And I'm going to go through this example by using the argument method rather than the form method. Now the form was, if I click on this FX here, it shows me the arguments inside of the form here, and I can just enter those arguments here. Or I'm going to show you another way how to do this by just typing it directly into the brackets, which is directly typing it into the arguments here. So the cursor up here is flashing, and then it's highlighting the rate. Well, we know the rate's right here, so I'm going to click on rate. Now, because I'm going to be copying this function down, I want to take that rate and always use it. So I'm going to lock in the column by putting a dollar sign in there, and I'm going to lock in the row by putting a dollar sign in there. And you can do it manually, like I just did here, by typing it, or you can push a function key F4 on a PC, and it actually will put this in for you. So what I'm doing is I'm just continuously pushing the F4 key. You can see how it locks either the column, in this case, or both the column and the row, or just the row, or just the column. So I want both. And what that means is it takes this column here, locks in, and locks in the B4. That means that this cell never changes. All right, so that's the first argument, is the rate. The next argument is the per. So what period are we talking about? Well, this is the first period. Now this one, as I copy down, I want this one to be relative, so I want this one to flow naturally. So I'm not going to lock it at all. All right, let's go down to the number of periods that we want to pay on this. Well, in the previous example, we knew that it was by taking that number of years. And again, that one there, I'm going to always refer to. I'm going to lock that with F4. And I have to multiply it by how many months is there in 30 years. So I have to type in 30 like that. All right, now the last one is the present value. And the present value is the principal. So it's this one. Again, I'm going to lock that down. And before I finish here, I think I made a mistake. You might have caught it. Hopefully you did. And the mistake was with the interest rate. That was the 2.15%, but because we're doing this monthly, I have to divide that by 12. So you can see what I did there is I'm just reviewing the function or the form, the arguments, and making sure I did that right. So this first one is the rate. That looks good. This one over here is the period. That's right. And then, yeah, they all look good. So when I push enter, it comes back. It says part of this negative here, because it's a payment, is $792 goes towards the actual principal. That means that the remainder of that would go towards interest. So you could almost do a calculation here. This would be the interest the bank would receive, which would be positive this amount minus another minus would be a positive this amount. So that means that when I make my payment here, it's $1,509. $792 goes towards the principal, or that's the money that pays down my mortgage, but $716.67 goes towards the bank interest. That's what they're making. All right, now what's kind of neat about this is now that I've got this one done, I can just double click on this right here. And what I've done over here is I've just put down numbers for each month in the 30 years. So 12 times 30 is a total of 360. So if you were to go down to the bottom of the PPMT, that equals how much principal is going towards your payment at the last payment. So it's 1505.96. Go back up to the top here, and it's 1509.56. So that's probably because I probably didn't put any. There it is. Yeah, so it's right down to the penny. Now, you can also do that with the interest here. I'm going to double click this one. It'll copy it all the way down. And you can see over time how that works. Now, I think I made a mistake here because that one here it's taking this and subtracting from a negative here. So this one here was supposed to be locked down. So I should have put in a $sign here, $sign here, and then copy this down. There we go. That looks a lot better. So this is how much interest the bank gets. So you can see each month the bank gets a little less interest each month because we're paying down a part of our mortgage. All right, well, I hope that gives you a little bit of an explanation of how the PPMT program, that how much you're paying down your principal. And I'll see you guys in the next video.